garden has had lots of work done on in the last few weeks, and isn't it looking fantastic? So we're gathered here tonight to witness Gini and Simon renew their hand fasting and to celebrate, I'm going to cry, I'm sorry about this, to celebrate 20 years of marriage. So my name's Carolyn, and I'm Gini's big sister by another mum, and I'm going to be here to guide this evening's ceremony. Tonight, Simon and Gini are going to declare their never-ending love for each other, re-hand fast as they celebrate their forever marriage. First, we must bless this sacred space in preparation for the hand fasting. As I call your name, please come and collect your rock and place it in the correct place. So, Andrew.
That'd be me. Hold my beer.
Yours?
Yeah, I know which one's mine.
Okay.
Yeah, he did this last time. The big purple one.
Yeah. Power of mind and clarity, we seek you now, your truths to see. Guardian of the eastern sphere, now I call your presence here. Come east, come be here tonight. Pip. Green. Stable earth, a rampant form. Protect this place from all harm. Guardian of the southern sphere, now I call your presence here. Come south, come be here tonight. Nick. Western portal, watery deep. Place of mystery, souls do keep. Now I call your presence here. Come west, come be here tonight. And Tim. Yep, that must be your last one. At the northern watchtower, fiery bright, now form beacons, spirit's light. Guardian of the northern sphere, now I call your presence here. Come north, come be here tonight. Thank you, guardians, for your presence here for this sacred ceremony. We're going to take a moment now to light this special candle and to acknowledge those loved ones who can't be here tonight, but who we know are all here within us in spirit. Okay. No.
Flip the lid. Push the button.
Oh, bonus. So I have known Gini and Simon for most of their lives, but that's a story for another day. And I know how much their marriage means to them and their passion and devotion to each other. How grateful they both are for finding someone.
You're not allowed to cry.
To share the rest of their lives with, and how they have found their true soulmate. The commitment and love they both bring into this marriage is unwavering and has only grown stronger over the last 20 years. So it all began on a quiet Wednesday afternoon, mid-November 2001. Gini was spurred on by a work colleague to place a profile on a dating site. This was something completely out of character for her. And at the same time, in an ad agency across town, a guy called Simon was being spurred on by a colleague to do the same thing. Only minutes after posting her profile, she got her first reply. Guess who from? He was a graphic designer and had been recently separated with 2 small children. Oh, I don't need to mention this, but she thought he was incredibly good looking, with dark hair and a chiseled chin. Not that we can see that. So Gini took a deep breath and sent him a reply. Over the next 3 days, they talked and talked and talked some more. And then they talked a whole lot more. And then it happened. He said the words, "We should meet in person." Gini paused, panicked. What am I doing? With the gentle encouragement from friends, she agreed to meet him and broke all the rules. Agreed to visit him on a Saturday night at his home. To be fair, Simon had 2 kids at home with chicken pox. Simon also went into a panic. What was he doing? Oh my God, the kids, the house, everything had to be perfect. And he had to make a great impression. first impression. He cleaned all day, showered, shaved, dressed in his best clothes, put the kids to bed, and then sat on the couch to wait, playing his guitar to calm his nerves. As Ginny pulled into the street, she was scared. Couldn't believe she was going to do this, but somehow kept going. Slowly made her way down this rickety path towards fate. At the open door, Ginny stopped, and on his door was the most beautiful brass whale door knocker. And I should tell you that whales are Ginny's all-time favourite animal. Could this be a sign? She couldn't believe it. It had to be. And just on a little side note there, the door knocker is still around. As she stood pondering her next move, she could hear this most beautiful music coming from inside. So she took a deep breath, threw all good sense of caution to the wind, and stepped inside. On the couch was Simon, quietly playing one of his favourite songs, Jane Says, on his acoustic guitar. Her heart left her chest and fluttered across the room. And in a flash of fate, they both fell in love at the same moment, on the spot. At the moment, both of them knew their lives were never going to be the same. A year, a week, and a day later, they were handfasted in the Biden garden in front of 160 of their favourite people. Over the next 20 years, they have faced many challenges, both individually and as a couple. At times they've had to fight hard to hold on to their love, knowing they will always be together rather than apart. They brought up two incredibly, amazingly strong boys. I don't know where one of them over there. There's the other one. Who they are both so very proud of. They have built a gorgeous family home and the garden, which we are all standing in now. They've supported each other through some crazy ups and downs and ultimately grown so much closer as a couple, making tonight so important to them. Tonight is about celebrating the future that they see together. We now come to the words you choose to share with each other tonight, your vows. And in front of everyone here,
If the phone's work. I just charged mine too.
in front of everyone here, the vows that you are about to declare are your own promises and commitments to each other. I'll now ask you each to do this to each other.
Here we are again. My beautiful man, my fate, and my soulmate. What a journey it's been since we last stood here. I love you. I love your passion for the things that you love. I love your heart. Which is so much deeper and more loving and giving than you ever show to the world. I love cuddling into your hairy chest. It makes me feel safe. Yeah, you made me laugh when I lost my
Hairy chest. We were about my hairy chest.
I love your unwavering love for me and for I love your willingness to continue to grow and evolve with me. And I love your love for music. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for supporting my dream, for accepting my quirks, like picking up conversations hours later when you thought they were finished, or me walking away mid-sentence because I've either changed my mind or I've been distracted by something too interesting. Thank you for supporting my dress, shoe, and as we turned out today, bowl addiction. Thank you for loving my body, especially when I struggle so hard to feel comfortable in it. Thank you for working with me to raise our incredibly awesome young men. Thank you for helping me build this beautiful home, and thank you for always believing in me and my vision of what our future could be together, even when things were really tough. I can see our gorgeous future so clearly now, and the lives that we are building are only improving every year. I promise to continue loving you with all my heart and all my soul. I promise to keep supporting your current passion, currently and always guitars. I promise to throw regular love bombs over your walls so that you know you are never alone. I promise to come and see more bands with you. It's not every band,
Oh, shivers.
Aaron, you heard that?
I promise to spend more time hanging out with you in our garden. And I promise we'll go for lots more adventures in Dotty. I promise to guide you back when you've wandered off the path and disappeared down a rabbit hole. And I promise to give you absolute honesty, even on days when I know I'm asking for trouble. I promise to work every day to be the best version of myself so that together we are unstoppable. Because Simon, I love you, and I still and will always choose you. Simon?
Fair. No pressure, follow that. Okay, so this is that feeling you get when you're about to go on stage and the band before you. It's fucking awesome.
Me.
Okay. So, it's 20 years nearly to the day when I last stood in front of a bunch of people, the two of us just in our 30s, with 3 preschoolers and crazy dreams, and I declared I was going to make a good go of this. I had no idea what to expect. I knew I was sure that you were the one, and I was determined not to fuck it up this time. And here we are, in our 50s now, 4 grown kids, bunch of dreams fulfilled, a whole load of experiences, some of which we weren't expecting, a whole load more that we were, and plenty more still to come. I'm not going to dwell too much in the past, as that's not what today is about. But I have to acknowledge that there have been some really good times. There have also been some really bad ones. There's been a number of times that you thought you might lose me. And there's been a number of times when I've made a damn good job of making it seem that way. But throughout it all, it's always been you that stood for the relationship, for finding the way through, for teaching and guiding me towards becoming the best version of me that I'm capable of, whether I know it or not, or even if I want to. Those who know me know I am a stubborn son of a bitch. Goodness knows the universe has tried to beat some sense into me more times than I can remember. And you're always there to pick up the pieces and show me the way forward. So, here we are, 20 years down, with many more to go. I've just been patched up. Probably going to need to be patched up again. But I do it because I want to be my best for you. You support me when the world wants to beat me down. You've introduced me to a level of spiritual harmony with the universe that I never thought possible. You've shown me how to dream of the future, and every day you remind me, despite my protestations, that there is good in this world, and it's up to us to seek it out, protect it, promote it, and cherish it. Lately, we've been thinking about the future, to where the next stage in our lives will lead us. Those who know us well know we're starting to transition to what we want to do full-time in the future. Me, Amplified Design, Building and Repair, and you with Marriage Celebrancy. It's all part of the dreams that we had, and that we've discussed and talked about and helped each other to bring to life. I've found in the last 20 years that when we really talk deeply about things that are important to us, and we make a plan, that the universe has our back. Knowing that somebody gets me, understands the crazy way I think, completely supports my ideas, gives me insight and correction, mentoring, backing, and most of all, unconditional love. Who listens to my songs and has good things to say, even when some of them are downright dodgy, and punk and hard rock really isn't your thing. I have tried to think about if there is anything better that can be achieved in life. I really don't think that there is. Nor would I want there to be. You complete me. So today, I commit myself to you publicly again. You are the one. This is the forever marriage. Like before, I've got no idea what's to come, how much longer we have, but I do know that I want it all to be with you. In the immortal words of Ash Ketchum, I choose you. I still and will always choose you.
Thank you, Simon.
Lovely.
Really soon.
Okay, to seal this out, Gini and Simon will be sharing a little note from Scotland. So this whiskey, Simon's mum and dad had,
Yeah.
what's the word?
Specially distilled.
Specially distilled 20 years ago for our first wedding, and they're going to maybe.
And the boys all had it the other night just to make sure it was still okay.
So they're not getting any more tonight.
Can you run your
And I'm
car?
really surprised there's still some left.
So because he's only allowed to touch it usually on our anniversary. And this quack's from Scotland too, from our in-laws.
Lovely.
So just while we're talking about that, so we've not only got the whiskey from the original ceremony, but Ginny.
I was going to pour myself a bigger one. Hang on a minute.
Ginny's headpiece is also the same colour as what her original wedding dress was.
Nice.
And Simon is wearing the original kilt from their first wedding.
No, not the original, just the same colour.
Sorry, same colour.
And I had.
See, Simon's wedding photos with a lot of love.
Okay. All right, guys. Please hold hands.
Oh, hang on. I got a bit of whiskey on my hands.
So these are from the original, aren't they? So this hand fasting part is also from the original ceremony. So as your hands meet your partners, look into their eyes. Think of all the joys and the sorrows you've celebrated and shared together. Take note of the support you are feeling in this moment, and know that this support will exist for you both, always. In the tradition of your forefathers, we will now fasten your hands together to your promises. Simon, will you cause her pain?
Undoubtedly.
Is that your intent?
Absolutely not.
Ginny, will you cause him pain? Regularly. That's what we're supposed to say. Is that your intent?
No.
Not at all. Will you share each other's pain and seek to ease it?
Yes, we will.
Absolutely.
And so the binding is made. Will you share, I cannot read that because it's in yellow. Will you share his laughter? Virginia.
Absolutely.
Will you share her laughter?
Yep.
Will you both of you look for the brightness in, and it's yellow and I cannot read
Double click
it,
it.
in the light.
Double
Double click on it.
Double click somewhere else.
Will both of you look for the brightness in life and the positive in each other?
Yep.
We do. And so the binding is made.
Woohoo.
Virginia, will you burden him?
Unfortunately, I do all the time.
Is that your intent?
No.
Simon, will you burden her?
Yeah, I sure do.
Is that your intent?
Absolutely not.
Will you share the burdens of each other so that your spirits may grow in this union?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
we
will.
do.
And so the binding is made. Virginia, will you share his dreams?
Yeah.
Simon, will you share her dreams?
You bet.
Will you dream together to create new realities and hopes?
Yep.
Absolutely, every day.
And so the binding is made. Simon, will you cause her anger?
I may.
You do.
I will. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. Yeah, regularly.
Is this your intent?
No, of course not.
Virginia, will you cause him anger? Is this your intent?
No, I don't want to be angry. No.
Will you take the heat of your anger and use it to tender the strength of this union?
Absolutely.
And so the binding is made.
Absolutely.
Virginia, will you honour him?
Absolutely.
Simon, will you honour her?
I sure will.
Will you seek never to cause to break that honour?
I will seek that.
Absolutely.
And so the binding is made. The knots of this binding are not made on this plane. Either of you may drop the cords, for as always you hold in your hands the making or breaking of this union. These bound hands are the hands of your best friend, strong and full of love for you, holding yours today as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you continue to build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you, cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when you fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow, or as in today, tears of pure joy. These are the hands that will help you to hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that, when even more wrinkled and aged, will be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. These bindings we have made today, and we made 20 years ago, are tools that you must weld together in order to create what you seek in this union. This date is already a celebration, well, 4 days' time, is already a day of celebration and happiness for you as a couple. I hope you will continue to take time out every year on this day to remember these vows and the promises you have made to each other. Remember that love only grows where you water. Take time to celebrate your love together while always supporting each other's personal strength, and your depth of love will continue to grow. Claire, could you come and extinguish the candle, please? As she does, I invite everyone here to take a moment to think about the love in your life in whatever form that takes. How do you take time to celebrate your own love? By consciously making time to support each other's personal strengths and choices, the depth of your love will continue to grow every day.
You're right.
So now it's time to party. But before we leave this sacred ceremony, we'll close by thanking the guardians for their blessings tonight. So Guardian of the East, Power of Air, we thank you for your clarity this night. Hail, farewell, and blessed be. Guardian of the South, Power of the Earth, we thank you for your strength, protection. Hail, farewell, blessed be. Guardian of the West, Power of Water, we thank you for mysteries revealed at your portals. Hail, farewell, and blessed be. Guardian of the North, Power of Fire, we thank you for your beacon of spirit light. Hail, farewell, and blessed be. To everyone here, blessed be. And you may now kiss your bride.